Hello everyone, this is Amar Amjad and today I'm going to present my signature assignment and the topic I choose to talk about is musicians have better memory. The reason I chose to talk about is because I have friends who are musicians and I really wanted to do my research on this and get myself educated. Let's get started. Musicians have better memory and they have more memory capacities than non-musicians. There are like several reasons that contribute to this phenomena. Uh, and some of them are auditory memory, visual memory, motor memory, emotional memory, and neuroplasticity. Auditory memory. What is an auditory memory? It is the memory and the ability to take in information, deliver that information, how we process that information, how we store that information, and when we recall that information that we heard and what we saw. So in musicians, that memory is actually it gets improved and it's stronger because of their years of practices and trainings. They learn all those melodies and then all those rhythms, all those tones. That actually helps them because the training itself is very lengthy, and that process and skills makes it easier for them to encode and retrieve auditory information. Next one is visuospatial memory. Visuospatial memory, it is our daily task to remember where we put something or how we comprehend an information or recalling an information. And it is also known as visuospatial working memory, VSWM. Now in musician, it gets better with their memories. It gets better with their by identifying their musical instruments, their musical staff, and of course their notes and learning more. So it is very important training, and when they go through that training, it helps them to encode and recall visual information more accurately. So next is motor memory. Motor memory, sorry, I have to go back. What is a motor memory? A motor memory is a process that allows an individual to develop both persistent and flexible motor behaviors. Now, in musicians, it gets better and stronger because they gain from their musical instrumental performance. They gain that muscle memory through their repeated repetition that allows them to perform complicated motor sequences with precision and fluency. Um, this component of memory is critical for instrument players since they must recall and execute precise movement sequences quickly and accurately. Next is emotional memory. It is my favorite one. Emotional memory refers to remembering of experiences that caused an emotional response. It is usually used to relate the ability to consciously recall portions of those events. In other words, it describes how emotion affect episodic memory. Now, musicians generally related with emotional experiences, and musicians frequently use emotional memory to communicate, express, and it is the interpretation in their performances. According to research, emotional arousal can improve memory encoding and retrieval, resulting in stronger memory representation of emotionally significant musical event. Next is neuroplasticity. Neuroplasticity is the brain ability to change and adapt based on experiences. It could be learning a new language, practicing music, learning a new musical instrument, memorizing how to get around the city. Um, those are the examples of the neuroplasticity, and it can actually happen when neuroplasticity is also when you actually lose a sense, like a sense of hearing or a sense of vision. um, And in musicians, their extensive musical training has been linked to the functional changes in their brain. And the neuroplastic alteration may help musicians improve their memory capacities by optimizing neuronal network involved in memory encoding and retrieval. Now, how do they engage outside with the outside world? So a musician have a better memory. It is actually directly related to their capacity to engage with the outside world. Uh, through the various processes for learning, practices, performing music, they engage in variety of cognitive activities, and that improves their memory capacities. A musician must encode, store, retrieve massive amount of information such as melodies, harmonies, rhythms, and lyrics. Constantly, that memory exercise increases brain networks involved in memory formation and retrieval, resulting in better overall memory function. And also, musicians frequently participate in tasks like sight reading and improvisation, which requires quick processing and recall the musical material. These cognitive demands go beyond music and can improve memory in other areas of life, such as academic learning, problem solving, and decision making. Next is musicians have better memory, um, has profound implications for cognition and the field of special education. So my major is special education, and I would really like to talk about how music actually can be beneficial for students with special needs. And according to a research, musical activities can increase a variety of cognitive processes, including memory, attention, and executive functioning. Individuals with learning disabilities or cognitive impairments such as autism spectrum or ADHD may benefit from music-based therapy to improve cognitive skills and academic accomplishments. Music uses various sensory modalities, resulting in multi-modal and comprehensive approach to learning that may fit a variety of learning styles and demands. Musical training, it is something that the teachers can consider to incorporate in their curriculum. It is a structured character training, and with what it does, it focuses on repetition, sequencing, and pattern recognition that assist actually kids with special needs in developing important cognitive skills like sequencing, organization, and working memory. So it can create inclusive, engaging, and learning environment that cater to their students in diverse needs. This one is my favorite. It is musical therapy. I used to work in a self-contained autism classroom. The lead teacher had a day, Wednesday, where kids would write their favorite song, or it could be any song they want to listen to that day during their chill time, free time, or during their recess, and he would play that playlist every Wednesday, and that actually was really great therapy for kids, and they enjoyed it, and they were all ready after, almost like fresh after recess to get back to work and do whatever they had planned for that day. So it has been shown to be effective in addressing cognitive and emotional difficulties in individuals with special needs, providing a nonverbal and creative outlet for self-expression and communication. And also there's a research part that I shared here. There was a meta-analysis of 11 music therapy studies on children and adolescents, sorry, with psychopathology. Six of these studies were conducted in special education settings. Um, and the review 2 indicates that the music therapy is a highly effective treatment for children and adolescents with behavior and developmental issues. What I learned from this and my research is that there is an extensive research supporting the idea that musicians have greater memory and capacities than non-musicians. Studies have used a variety of procedures, including behavioral trials, neuroimaging methods, and also they have examined the cognitive development over time. For example, studies have found that musicians outperform non-musicians on tasks that test auditory memory, such as pitch and melody identification, as well as visual memory, such as spatial navigation, pattern recognition. Neuroimaging studies have revealed that the functional variation in musician brain, notably in areas associated with memory, attention, and executive functions. The cognitive behavior, the benefits of memory of music for people with special need is special needs stem from particular properties of musical activities and how they affect the brain function. Music involves numerous cognitive processes at once, including perception, memory, attention, motor coordination, making it an effective instrument for cognitive enhancement. Rhythmic exercises such as drumming, clapping might help improve timing and synchronization abilities. And frequently people with with poor developmental problems or I'm I think I just so made a mistake over there. But similarly, like in singing and playing an instrument, necessitates the integration of auditory, visual, and motor information, which foster cross-modal integration and brain plasticity. These are my references. I hope you guys liked it. Thank you so much and best of luck, everybody.